If you go back and take a look at how did we get the system that we have today? How did we reach the place where we are today in the food system in the U.S. and in much of the allied countries? It really began in World War II. There was a time when food security was national security. And that was really around 1943 when the call went to the farm community to said, we need you to step up and really increase productivity and focus on increasing productivity and efficiency at the exclusion of almost every other attribute, because that is absolutely vital for our survival as a country and for us to win World War II. And the production act increases and the efficiency increases delivered by agriculture were nothing short of phenomenal. And they've continued since that time to increase year over year, where we continue to produce more using less, increasing efficiency and productivity every single year. And it's a real tribute to the land grant system, to extension, to innovation, to the commitment of farmers, to the ability to solve innovative and new problems every single year. It's been nothing short of remarkable. But we have really reached an inflection point, and I think it's true, and it was probably brought more into focus as a result of COVID, but not caused by COVID, where society is now saying to agriculture, that's important, but other attributes are now equally as important. ESG attributes, particularly the focus on climate change, animal welfare, racial justice, and an ongoing and growing list of ESG priorities, are continuing to be increasingly important, particularly for younger consumers. And so it's an opportunity, I think, for those in agriculture and the food system to listen for those signals and view them as opportunity. Historically, if you are a champion in an incumbent industry, you look at those kinds of changes as a threat. But the changes are going to happen regardless of how we view them. So I think those who view those as an opportunity are likely to find ways to adapt and change and to embrace those changes and capture that opportunity. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out and who the winners and losers are going to be as we continue to go forward. But I don't think there's any question that we're going to continue to see an increasing level of interest and concern around a variety of ESG priorities, particularly impact on the environment and animal welfare and racial justice is kind of the big three that I would see over the next 5 to 10 years. And the expectation that those in the food system will be able to find both and solutions where we can continue to increase productivity and efficiency to make sure food remains affordable, while at the same time addressing these increasingly important social changes. So that's a bit of the historical context, and I think a way to think about this so that we understand what's happened that brought us to where we are today. What happened was we answered the call, and we did a phenomenal job of increasing productivity and efficiency. But now that that's become an accepted norm, society has come back and said, that's great, but we expect you to shift your focus and put equal emphasis on these other priorities as well. So I think, again, companies that can do that and do that well will continue to find success. We continue to see a very significant shift in changes by demographic and by age. Particularly millennial and Gen Z consumers are demanding, not asking, but demanding greater transparency. They want the ability to continue to engage with those in the food system, and they will reward those who share their social agenda and social objectives.